Hello YouTube, it's Donald and it is December, I believe the 18th, 2022. It's a Monday. Uh, I tried to record this earlier and I guess my phone's messing up. I had too much on the memory, so I had to delete a lot of stuff. So we'll make this short. Uh, we're starting to burn him. What I used first was what I'm using is just a cheap uh, burner from Hobby Lobby, I believe I bought it. And it's got one of those. It's got a little where you can change the temperature on it, but I've running it on as high as it can go, and it doesn't make it black. It makes it brown. And the first tip I used was the universal tip here, and the universal tip's good for making straight lines like across the board here, and but it's not good for drawing. Uh, you can, whenever I first started burning wood, I was using just nothing but this. But since then, I went to this cone shape. This cone shape acts more like a ballpoint pen. Uh, and get you another piece of wood where it's about the same, and you can practice on it. But the ballpoint will make pretty good lines. But depends on how hard you push down, how quick you move it. You can make little short lines. It's not heated up like I want just yet. I had dropped it earlier and uh, I had to, it landed on my tarp. I got a tarp underneath me to catch all my trash and stuff, and it burnt my tarp. So I'm trying to burn the end off, or the plastic off. It's on the burner now, but it will make some good lines. Depends on how fast and how slow you burn or you do it. I mean, it'll make you can write pretty well. Depends on how fast you go through. Uh, it writes fairly well, and you can always go back over it. But if it gets too dark, if you get something in here like this is, I'm working off plywood, and it's not the best to burn on, but it was cheap. It was $1 at the dollar store. But if you get something real dark where you don't like it, you can get you an X-Acto knife or a sharp blade and scrape it off like you do a piece of toast if you get your toast too dark. And you can always lighten it up that way. And like these little, where the grain hits, you can always go in here and lighten those up. And fix your mistakes. It's almost like an eraser. But I've never used those wire burners, so I couldn't tell you anything about those. Whenever I first started, this is all we had was the pen burners like this. But for drawing, the cone shapes are best, and they come in various shapes. The longest point is what I use for drawing. The shorter they get, the darker or the fatter the line will get, and just depends on what you want. And then they've got these. This is more for making dark, thick lines. Then you can really make some dark, thick lines with just these bullet points. And then a lot of them's got these little stamps, I guess, or irons. I've never used these. I might on the border. I don't know. I might play around and see what I can do. And then they got some of these. These aren't really good for shading. The best one for shading is a flat one like this. That's what I shaded this board down here for. It's been a while since I burnt anything, other than like the hair on my carvings or the wings of my birds, the carvings. But so I'm just practicing, just getting back into the groove, I guess, and we'll see what we can do here. But I won't keep you very long. I'll make this short. My last video, it took 12 hours to upload out here in the boonies where I live. But so we'll make this short. If you want a longer video, kind of like the drawing part, leave me a comment and I'll do another one. And we'll make it a long video, that way you can see everything. I might just cut them up into like 10-minute sections. But like you can see, this is pretty much like drawing. You just follow the way the hair lays on the animal, whatever you're doing, and comes out fairly well for me. And I might add some color to this. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. If I do, it won't be like this one. This was just a practice one. We'll probably dilute the watercolor way down with water, and then just try to add hints of color. Maybe we'll play around with that. And if we mess it up, I can always use this for kindling in the wood stove. But oh well, this is what I'm going to be doing here. So I'll bring you back here in a little bit and let you see how far we get. But once I get most of this like this, the pencil lines, find me an eraser. I'll just come back through here and just erase the lines with my pencil. Well, you won't see them no more. And all we'll be left with would be the burn. But all right, I'll bring you back. We'll make it short. Okay, I might pair it with it a little bit more, but what do you think? Should I make him darker, or does he look okay like he is? Should I work on him more? If you would please leave a comment down below. The next video we'll probably go ahead and try some colors. Maybe a light blue or bluish purple or something on the outside, and then some colors, give him a little bit extra on his fur, some whites, something on his feet to give him a little bit more definition. I might burn a little bit on this toe now that I'm looking at it. But let me know what you think. I think I've gotten all the pencil marks out of him. Yeah. But all right, well, I'll see you next time.